Oh. Actually, that's probably a good call. Alright. Welcome back to Game Assay, or Play Assay if you're watching this later on YouTube. More Fallout New Vegas. Time to do my favorite DLC. Big Mountain. Or I think it's actually called, Old World Blues. Generally a couple more rats trying to eat my face. Now let's get this started. See the eye looking out from this satellite thingy. The American flag on it. Hold on, what's this say? United. I can assume it says United States. Ow, my eyes. Crash satellite seems to be the source of the wow, that's hard to say. Strange transmission you've received. Old World Blues is recommended for experienced couriers. Well, 15 plus. I'm like 22 or something. You have a premonition that while you'll be unable to return to the Mojave until you solve the mysteries of the Big Empty. You will be able to take anything you can carry with you, and you will be able to return to the Big Empty anytime after completing. You're up to the challenge, and you have all you want to carry with you examined a little closer.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome. A huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war.
You're just not going to include the next part of E equals MC squared?
For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
See, the fucked up part of that. Okay, this like weird shit happening off the bat. I'll shut up. Okay, so I'll take this moment to talk. So they talk about, as the Great War was going on, but it's generally understood that the Great War lasted like a couple hours. Just all the missiles went out and everything was destroyed immediately-ish. So either they were frantically working while missiles were flying around, or they mean like the resource wars that predicated the Great War. I think either makes sense though, because they talk about like frantic equations and such, and that could be done in a matter of minutes. I think it makes a little more sense if they're talking about the resource wars. Anywho, you feel strangely heavier. Quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back. Oh boy. Patient gown added. Alright. I am blind. I am not blind. It's not a 10 out of 10 recovery room, guys. Yeah. Not much going on for a gown there, dude. It's like 2/3 of a gown. I have underwear, though. At least that's nice. Too bad they can't show the scars. The evil dome. It's on top of the dome, I think. The sink. Oh, can I put new clothes on? Yeah, let's put my clothes back on there. It's a mini Securitron. I need to recover more. Also, because there's a lot of experience is going to come up immediately here. A strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you find that you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. Mind control nonsense? Okay, do I have like any plus medicine, anything? Where are my skills at? Repair, science. I just really feel like I'm gonna regret not having my medicine maxed out off the bat. Like I don't even have ammo for my weapon. Hello, boys. You cool?
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... Why, Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Something intruder? Are you the ones who performed surgery on me?
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Dala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Lobotomite?
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skin envelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it.
The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything.
Well, that was pretty handy, yo.
And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses?
Hacking, apparently.
Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless
Hey,
extremities.
did you really need a lip monitor with lips that don't move? Huh? Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh boy. So it's...
Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors.
Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation.
Yep.
The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic
I
findings.
forget what that word means. Every
This
time it
little
comes up.
lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense. Lobotomites can't comprehend us.
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oroprocessoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak?
Yeah, dude. Why do I feel passive? I should be angry, really angry, and I'm not.
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick?
Should say the same to you, dog.
Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
You know.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled the skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us.
Then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to...
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone,
Forbidden Zone.
coming right at us.
It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor
Apparently I
ever
don't have a brain, so-
returned.
Except Dr. Mobius. And the technologies that could save us, they are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? Aid, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
Might have been, yeah. Remove my brain.
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled,
Hey.
yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Your brain is interplaced with advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chem addiction, Ito, and shock from bodily damage.
Yeah, Aid, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
The Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that.
Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Remember that name. That doesn't explain the laser sutures in my chest and spine, dudes.
Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility.
Rude ass.
I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the Autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
The scars on your chest seem to confirm that Think Tank is saying you cannot be poisoned, and the filters in your artificial blood. Oh, artificial blood pump. I thought it was artificial blood in general. Rick. Okay. Will regulate bleeding and healing, although all healing items to function at a higher level. Robots are now confused by you and have 50% less likely to score a critical hit. Oh, that's neat.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Due to complications with your procedure, your spine has been replaced as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold will increase by 1. Neato.
spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
Oh, I know. Yeah, okay, you took it out, but what do you mean you misplaced it?
To be correct, you should say, the Autodoc took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That Autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
Where'd you scoop my brain out? And now you want me to save you?
That is correct, yes. I hope you're not demonstrating resentment now. If you are, well, we can't have that.
Why the hell am I even talking to you right now?
We have no idea. This line of questioning isn't important to us right now. Why are you asking these tangential questions? Stop it! We need these technologies. You need to get them. You must get them.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of, and eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We
Why'd you
need
make it
your
all those
help.
suits with no hands,
Will
man?
you help us?
Let's hear it. Just spit it out before you bore me to death.
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to...
Looks familiar, doesn't it?
Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8 transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
It's a lot of experience.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
You don't tell me what I need to find. I can't really help you.
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
Yep, one of those, eh?
And 8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly.
The faster I get through this, the better.
Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
We
Simultaneously
feared you would be
on.
tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on, and leave curiosities and items of interest
Yeah, right.
alone.
No.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
Guess I better get a walking.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
Pylons.
The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously by your deadened perceptions.
So, I can't leave?
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
That was so
I
good.
am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
Hold up. He said you're making us look like round earthers. These fuckers are flat earthers? Oh, I love this fun game. Love of... Please stop fighting.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was Commie Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun, getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh.
So, apparently he ejaculated on the gun. Getting a little excited, I guess. Let's fairly obvious. He doesn't want to touch it. She doesn't want to. She said, technological needs, i.e., biological needs. It's at this point I'm going to point out that semen, while not sterile, is relatively clean as far as bacterial content is concerned, unless you have an infection, of course. So, yeah, this is just a little much.
All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
The sonic gun looks like an energy projectile. Got anything that spits lead?
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
Yes.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Laser weapons are, of course, harmless. You done there, dude?
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft wooing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
You fucking got
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Lobato bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
That was like a level 3 reference. They killed Socrates with hemlock, so now he's talking about Socratic method.
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns? Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite? Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
Well, now I'm gonna try. I'll head out then and be back with these things.
Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. This is where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Went literal.
Good one, dude.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
Eight says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there with my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
You, of course, being hormone-free. Damn it. It's like a trade sync intelligence, then I'll need something to activate that function, won't I?
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
That's how bartering
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick this thing's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Oh, I only have 6. Wow.
Rare, I guess. Might be more somewhere, I forget. I mean, such knowledge is encrypted deep in my databanks.
Just plug it in the map-looking thing?
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted.
mine too.
Now
Let me shoot
go.
things.
Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to
That's right,
crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
That's right, they all froze. They can talk through the one thing. Alright, let's go shoot things. Good stuff. Let's save after all that bullshit. How's this Cyberdog gun? Fucking head bastards! There's a brain on it. Oh, he's lobotomite. Can't hurt his head. Oh boy. No, strength plus 1, intelligence minus 2. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go drop off some of the shit then. Seems like a good place to keep weapons. Sorry, puppy. She's not big on massive fucking guns. Oh, we're actually gonna put that away. I think I have to keep that one. No, I don't. Okay, well, I'm supposed to. We're just gonna put that away because I don't have much ammo for it. Okay, fine.
Salutations and felicitations, sir,
Oh, he's
and a
polite.
most jocund welcome to the sink.
Jockin?
I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
Sir, you're aware that I'm a woman, right?
Indubitably, sir, but it is with a great lugubriousness that I must disclose that my programmers installed only the masculine honorific, sir. Moreover,
rude.
they neglected to enclose a parameter by which said honorific might be omitted altogether. Over my most strenuous of remonstrances, sir.
That's rude.
Regrettably not, sir. All modules inhabit outer synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir.
Oh, I suppose this is Mobius's older room, so this is meant to address him, so he might be like, you know, nobody else is not gonna have any women in here. Fair enough.
Indeed, sir. Though if Sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform Sir that most have been offline for some years. If Sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that Sir is better off without them.
Oh, I
However,
didn't ask your
if
opinion.
Sir is determined to inflict upon Sir's self their dubious services, Sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility.
Why are so many?
As I am given to understand, Sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say.
So I can get their functions without the personalities?
Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, Sir. Once the tape is installed, Sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, Sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality. In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary.
Nice.
Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
Not like a bicycle.
Very good, Sir. Should Sir be in the market for a new suit of morning wear, I have several suggestions that might suit.
Damn.
Might I be of service?
Okay. So first... I'll switch to a gun I have ammo for, I think you can call. Where the fuck is he? This thing's just super hard to kill, we're just gonna avoid it. Get fucked.
This is a lawful force. Please direct complaints to local law enforcement authorities. Please leave the area until order has been received.
Observation deck. Alright.
Trying to steal the H2 transmitter array antenna, are you? You won't succeed. Not if my lethal robo-scorpions have any say in the matter.
The scorpions are super annoying.
Time for...
Go, please.
Go, my minion! Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius! You won't escape me!
Oh, that's right, they self-destruct. You know, in case laser shooting robo scorpions isn't that big a deal. Good job, game. Can you let me shoot through the gap in the ground?
Destroy this one, I'll make more! Oh, hit my robo-scorpion, will you?
if it wasn't trying to murder me, I'd be less likely to shoot it, but, you know, here we are. I should see if there are any. Keeps pointing the observation deck for whatever reason. Well, that was easy. All I'm resident infiltrator things sucking. Oh,
Well done, Lobotomite. Soon be safe.
okay,
Intruder, return what you have stolen from X2.
I was thinking shit rain. I'm actually kind of getting fucked up here. Oh, really? Oh, that's not working at all.
Destroy this one, I'll make more.
I'm strongly encouraged to use this weapon. Ow! Ah, god damn it, lay off. There's a scorpion up there. Oh jeez. Oh, which one was it? I think it was the light switch one.
Oh my! Partial functionality restored. That's less than optimal.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. Maybe one of these nights we can discuss theorems.
Wow, a little forward, eh?
Me too. Hope you can keep up. I work pretty fast. Here, something for you to brush up on.
Okay.
Dr. Mobius and I were deeply involved in research on the ability of light levels to enhance human cognition.
And?
We observed a fascinating phenomenon. Certain spectra of visible light actually increased cognitive function and reasoning ability.
It's actually true.
Of course, Dr. Mobius's brain is so big already, we had a hard time measuring it.
Okay.
As much as I'd love to, I'm afraid not. The data from that study has gone missing. You'll have to find a backup if you want to use the smart lights.
Alright.
Certainly. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll wait at. Well, that's just dangerous. I do like this movie. I do hate this zone, though. I've uploaded Kayla's latest firmware update to the suit. I think Kayla's outdone herself this time. Self-updating firmware has an ingenious addition to the system. As you upgrade the suit, it'll automatically adapt to new systems to the user's specifications during testing and unlock the features as they come online. This will save hundreds of hours of fiddling with settings. Note to self, make Kale a keg of my infamous battle brew. Who actually writes a note to self? I should put the damn suit on it. That's heavy.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today?
Plenty.
We're okay on Stimpaks.
Let's get the spec house manual.
This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us.
Wrong way. Okay, come on, it's an average lock.
Too bad. We were spotted by robots. If you go back to the terminal to restart the test, I won't mess up again.
Okay, don't take it personally.
This should be easy, as long as I don't screw up again.
Okay, yeah, we got a temperamental suit here. Oh, I used this last time. Oh, it didn't work that well last time. Do I get infinite bobby pins? Different color light. What, I find the key first? There we are.
Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.1. Boot damping sensors online. Robot bugs! Robot bugs! Sneaky.
In this test, you will take on the role of one of those evil commies, infiltrating an institution of honest American learning. Don't worry, citizens, just for pretend. Your objective is to steal documents that the real dirty commie trader, which you are not, could be used to brainwash our children, which you wouldn't do. This test will help us protect our children's fragile minds from the agents of international communism. Agents like you. Just kidding, we know you're a loyal American, aren't you? No, I'm moved to Canada, sorry. Sergeants have been informed that we are gauging the effectiveness of communist infiltration work in schools. They won't know about the cyberdogs until they actually begin the testing process. Test A engages the cyberdog protection protocols alongside standard automated threat systems. Test B adds protectatrons. Just, you know. Until further notice, please do not enter the residential cyberdog test area or conduct any experiments using it. The cyberdogs are still being programmed, and any disturbance to them could have dramatic influence over their progress. Restricting access in this fashion should also help avoid any repeats of incident playtime. Settlements settlements for which are coming directly out of our budget. Archibald Richardson, engineer. Alrighty then.
Ready, steady, fighting. Cessation of hostilities complete.
I'm just conditioned to think robots are gonna blow up on me now. Oh, puppy. Huh.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded
Sneaking
voice
done.
of your
Fighting now.
principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs C9 and C14. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula hawk. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Coming trainers. Oh! Now I will send vicious cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, right, who turned me down for the high school dance you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All vigilant. Step outside to request, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time.
That sounds commie to me. Muscling. Not any word. Alright then. Alright then. Mine is mine. Richie Ball over Marcus. Must be upstairs.
You are in the library. Be quiet here.
Ooh, right in the spine. Oh, he doesn't have a spine.
looks pretty tough.
Richie Marcus. Hear me, Betsy? Richie likes balls.
Was that all?
Apparently. I'm already out of ammo almost. I'm gonna choose episode 7. Smoking Vault Property 11. That's bad for you, Betsy. Robo-Scorpion.
You got to the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
There's another way to do this. Oh, it's a reference to that one painting. Ah, that's clever.
This one looks pretty tough.
I doubt it.
The residential test. Wasn't that shut down for some reason?
This is a lawful use of deadly force. Please direct complaints to your local law enforcement authority. Put down your weapons and submit to authority.
I forgot.
Was that all?
Gabe, you're about to have your favorite treat. A visit.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Nice. Don't. Visitor boy. Don't. Please. Gabe would walk and stall and bark whenever anyone came to visit.
Was that all?
Replaced his legs with spare parts and fed him a steady diet of psycho-laced dog chow.
That's irresponsible.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Okay, let's make this last bit of ammo count.
Gabe, I am sorry I put your brain in a bowl, boy. Good boy. You are.
Bad guys dealt with.
Look at all the ammo for this fucking thing. I just got flashbacks to finding GLaDOS. Okay. Yeah.
Do you like me?
I'm mad at you for getting me addicted to Med-X, okay? It does just wear off eventually, I think. Can I leave, please? I want to go back to the zinc. Exit, yay. Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
What?
Was that all? Ready, steady, fighting.
Oh, I frenzied him. Yeah. Oh, Elijah's advanced leader rifle. What's this? So that's Father Elijah, who mysteriously vanished from the Brotherhood of Steel. Let's go read this. Set up here after a set up camp here after the Yangtze attack. Too exposed here. Transmitter is vulnerable. Hacked it. Set up remote link so I can access it anytime. Need to find a spot closer to the north tunnel with a clear broadcast LOS to here. Canyons are too dangerous. Can't go back to Yangtze. There is that weather station northwest that drew that courier here. But going there sounds like trouble. For now, I'll scout the waste disposal site and on the perimeter of that Securitron plant. See if I can find a more defensible position.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
Whichever one's less yelly. That is not a safe fall. Hardcore park? Oh fuck. How far back is my latest save, he asks. A little too hardcore, I guess. Wow. Fucking brutal. Really? Ah, god damn it. Well, let's go then. Okay, let's try this parkour a little better this time.
Time to fight.
Oh, you're different. Patient 0. Right in his little anus there. Oh, it looks like an anus. I'm sorry. Ow. 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 There we go. That's from Anchorage. So I guess the idea with those things is if the soldier on the inside dies, I need to specify where I'm going here. If the soldier on the inside dies, the suit can still keep fighting. Which is cool, but at that point, you might as well just use robots. What do we have here? Alright. And now I'm stuck. Higgs Village, there we go.
That's all.
Huh. It's like a green version of a bronze vault. Well, why not? Door 200, Sub-Zero's house, presumably. Oh. Alright then. Oh, it's a Securitron. Okay, so 0 is the name for Securitrons, got it. I don't even remember what house this is. 104. Okay, it's Dala's house. Got one of the teddy bears. Okay. So this is the room she offered. It's pretty nice, actually. Not a big canopy guy, but... Ah, she smokes. Oh. So that's Dala's house. Oh, 108. Okay, plenty of pictures going on here. Radio such, because he's a sound wave guy, which is ironic because he can't talk. Jukebox. Jukebox. Three. Way too quiet. Oh, it's a dinosaur. Oh, okay. More computer stuff. Monitors, throne couch. More computer stuff. 2 beds, alright. Well, good for him. Unless he just has a quirk. Oh, the Mentats. Oh, this is no, I'm good. I bet this is Mobius's place. Because he has a really severe Mentat addiction. Bummer, dude. Where's the doghouse? One. Lexus drank. No, book shoot. I don't want to hear about your book shoot. Dr. Klein's glove. Oh, so it's Dr. Klein's house. Like Sunset Sarsaparilla. Imagine having a vending machine in your house. That's just obnoxious. So if that's Klein, then the doghouse should be back here. Maybe it's inside. He was Dr. I get Dr. Boris and Dr. Klein mixed up. Oh, I've already been in. That's all, man. Where's the goddamn dog? There we go. It's a mini Deathclaw. Okay, I was not expecting that. Or is this a wild wasteland thing? How much damage did it do? Oh my god! Stripe will fuck you up. Okay then. Does it decrease strength? It does. Kill it with fire!
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Gabe's Bowl. Okay, I'll finish the sync later. See if you can find more evidence of Gabe. Okay, well. Never mind then. Okay. The Cuckoo's Nest. Oh look, graves. Oh, the Cuckoo's Nest.
Time
That's where
to
all the Lobotomites are. Okay, definitely gotta save before this nonsense. Because this is gonna suck. Wow, this is going well. How's this? Holy shit.
Cessation of
Wow,
hostilities
that is a powerful
complete.
gun. Holy shit. It's test subject 1. The first lobotomite then, presumably. need another shit bomb. That's just unnecessary. Nope, there's another one.
This one looks pretty tough.
No, it doesn't.
Bad guys dealt with.
It's a shrine to the toaster. I love it. Hey, kitty. Come on, you know you want it. Okay. Yep, make sure you meow right into the mic. No, no. Stupid cat. No, not stupid, just stubborn.
Force fields can only be disrupted by a specific frequency. If anyone has found the frequency, let the dome know
Bad
at
guys
once.
dealt with.
No. Oh, Securitron deconstruction, okay.
Ready, steady, fighting. Take this, it will help.
That apparently translates to 0. Could really go for a doctor's bag. No restore limb condition. Oh. Anywho. More mines. Grenades or things that blow up. Dangerous. Other things. Alright.
Bad guys dealt with.
Alright, let's add some color to this place.
Well, how about that? Old auto doc's back online. Well, alright, come here, let's have a look at you. Well, you ain't the fittest horse that ever ran a race, but you don't appear in immediate danger of keeling over. I can patch you up if you want.
Sure.
And rightly so, I should think. Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Oh, okay.
You require some additional service? Well, Well, firstly, I would say providing wholeness of the body is service enough, but if you must know, I'm also programmed with cosmetical subroutines. Diagnostic says they're offline at the moment, though. Something about corrupted data files and all manner of such foolishness. If you want a haircut or a nose job that won't leave you looking like a ghoul with alopecia, you'll have to find replacement discs for them. Also, and I won't swear to this, but I recollect at some point having a few implant installation modules. Can't speak to where they got to, though.
Of course. Huh.
Concerned about the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health. I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want?
Sure.
All right, just try to relax. This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable.
Oh, well. Oh, that's neat. Never mind then. Alright, moving on. Jukebox.
Ooh, yeah, dig that sweet music. Damn, it's good to be back online.
So, what's your purpose?
Dig, I'm an acoustical wizard, kid. Old Doc Mo used me to prototype his sonic weapon designs. Get me a good sample base to work from, and I can whip up a wave that makes Jericho look like a kazoo. Got yourself a sonic emitter, don't you? Thought so. Bring that old thing on in here and bring me some sound samples and I'll make that baby sing. Or scream, if that's what you want.
I think that's not like a... Alright. You seem pretty laid back for an engine of destruction.
Why not? Ain't like I got nothing to prove. Not like that toaster. Now that boy got some issues.
Oh, Blind Dio Jefferson, alright.
Used to. Long time ago. Then old Doc Mo ripped out my music drives and stuck in more acoustical processors. Guess you could say I got the blues, even if I can't play
you actually
the
don't have the blues. Alright, what do we got? Oh, alright. So then, what else we got here? What up?
You! Hey, you! Yeah, you! Got any mugs?
I think so.
Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment! I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
You know.
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Why do you want mugs?
Why do you want mugs, huh? You some kind of sick mug hoarder? Oh, God, give me the coffee cup, please. It's sitting there in your pack taunting me.
Actually,
Sorry.
no.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. It's just all those goddamn dirty dishes out there with no one to clean them. It breaks my heart.
It's funny because I'm having an argument over dishes with my roommates right now. This is topical. You seem really obsessed with mugs.
Of course I'm
I have
obsessed.
tinnitus now.
They made me this way. You think I don't know how crazy I sound? Of course I do. They programmed me to know that too. They made me just to torture me. But you know, it's the neglect that hurts the most. Hey, everybody, let's turn ourselves into robot brains in jars. Do you know how many coffee cups giant robot brains in jars use on a daily basis? Not fucking many!
What do you do with mugs?
I'm supposed to keep them clean. Oh, God! The thought of all those dirty dishes out there makes me crazy. Most of them are probably beyond saving now. The only thing left is break them down and process them for raw materials. I guess you could have those.
Alright.
You really want to know Boogie, you made me so happy!
I want to play Cuphead.
Maybe you've seen some of those big, imposing Securitrons with their lovely laser guns and rocket launchers and scary faces? I'm not one of those.
I noticed.
Dr. O was always jealous of House Industries, and he thought it would be fucking hilarious to build a tiny neurotic Securitron. Big fucking
It
laugh!
was kind of funny, though.
So, do you got any coffee cups for me now? Of course you don't. Why would you? You're not an insane robot obsessed with coffee cups. To you, they're just worthless junk. Yup, here you go.
You know. No.
Sorry, no more today. Try me again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice little cat nap. How long was I out?
Like 200 years. The light switch that turns me on. I must be dreaming.
Oh, you. I bet you say that to all the light switches.
Not exactly. Oh, God. Alright.
Now I know you're flirting with me. And it's working. Why don't you take this to remember me by?
Me?
Oh, her. Trust me, sweetie. You're better off not thinking about that frigid little ice queen.
Damn.
That bitch. She thinks she's so much better than everybody just because her processors are bigger. Ooh, she makes me so mad. Sure thing, sweetie.
Yep, okay. Yep, change tone.
I was Dr. Mobius's personal assistant. We were studying, oh shoot, what was it? Oh yeah, lightning. No, wait, lighting. That's right, how lighting affects human interaction.
And?
Oh, it was super exciting. It turns out that some pretty colored lights can make you way better at talking to people. Oh, I'd love to, sweetie, but I don't have the programming. All the data from the experiments was lost. You'd have to go out into that nasty old crater and find the backup copy.
Woohoo. Alright.
Fine.
Wait, what's... Oh, yeah, the toaster.
I am online once again! Tremble, world, before my electric heating coil of doom!
Hi.
A toaster is just a death ray with a smaller power supply. As soon as I figure out how to tap into the main reactors, I will burn the world!
Follow the rage, bro.
Have you ever tried to indulge in all-consuming urge to kill when you don't have opposable thumbs? Or hands? Or anything other than a bread slot? You'd have a lot of pent-up anger, too.
Fair point.
Buddy, if my heating element were just a little bigger, you'd be on fire right now! On fire!
I'd like to change the subject.
Well, since I can't kill you, I guess I have to listen to your inane questions.
He kind of sounds like Wilson Fisk in Daredevil. I'm almost afraid to ask what your function is.
You should be afraid! I am the scourge of all small appliances, and the boogeyman that keeps lesser toasters awake at night!
So, you murder toasters?
Not just murder! I tear them apart and render them down to their base components! Once their guts are spilled, you can do with them what you like!
Hi, kitty. What else do you do?
You want some weapon schematics? I can show you some fucking weapon schematics! You want a superheated Saturnite Power Fist? I can hook that shit up!
I'll keep an eye out for Saturday Fist then.
You find one, you bring it on back here, and we'll burn this mother down! Like I said, bring me a Saturnite Power Fist, and I'll hook that shit up for you!
Okay, bye.
to be online again. Yeah, all circuits online. Ready to receive your seed.
Not quite. I see. I think you got your biology mixed up.
Nah, baby. I'm all about biology. I'm the original, certified, rarefied, testified GS-2000 biological research station. I'm a seed cloning machine. You got seeds. I will clone the shit out of them. I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you. Well, hello. Still waiting for that seed.
What does that mean?
It's the miracle of life, baby. You bring me some succulent genetic samples, and I'll work my mojo on them. Clone you up all kinds of plants. Oh, yeah. I can also break them down for you, if you're into the kinky stuff. Bring me any old plant parts, and I'll grind them up into salient cream for you. Yeah, you like that, don't you, baby?
TBH, not really.
You know it, baby. I just need some samples, and I got you going. Take a few days, but trust me, it's all kinds of good.
What's salient green?
Just the miracle of life in sticky, gooey liquid form, baby. Heat that gunk up over a campfire and just watch it congeal into all kinds of plants. Well, hello.
You know, oh yeah, the sink.
Oh, God, look at you. You're filthy. I suppose you'll want to clean up then?
A little germophobic? Eh.
Oh, it's just so unsanitary. Do you know how many germs are in 1 cubic centimeter of dirt? 70, 100, gajillion. Would you want that getting washed down your gullet day in and day out? I didn't think so.
Fair point.
Oh, I'd love to, darling, but the circuits that allow me to dispense water into non-organic containers burned out years ago. You'd have to find a replacement for that module.
Might I be of service, sir?
What am I missing? The book chute?
Ah, good day, citizen. Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition.
Book burning?
Of course, citizen. That's my duty and sole joy in life. All those books from before the war, full of seditious, treasonous, complicated thoughts. Just dump them in and lickety-split. I'll have them pulped, scrubbed clean, and pressed out again clean and white and sedition-free.
Anything else?
What good is eradicating sedition if the malcontents have ready access to the means to make more, citizen? I can also process pencils and clipboards. Wait a moment. Pencil processors offline? Pencil processors offline? Apologies, citizen. It seems traitors have absconded with that module. If you can find a backup copy of the module, I will happily eradicate your ability to create seditious literature. Fantastic, citizen. Just input your quantity of seditious material on my interface, and in no time at all, I'll have you a beautiful, clean book. Won't that keep you happy and docile, citizen? Greetings, citizen. Blank books are better for the mind, citizen. Real science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the brain. Blank books encourage the reader not to question, but to blindly and zealously accept what's put in front of him. Also, I suppose you could use them to keep a journal. Citizen, that sounds dangerously seditious. If my re-indoctrination module was installed, I'd take care of that for you. Sadly, that system was cut for budget concerns, so you'll have to perform your own indoctrination.
That's not how that works.
Now, to begin with, you'll need a cage that can fit over your head and a sack of mole rats.
That reference is a little on the nose.
Now you're thinking like a citizen, citizen.
Ah. Did you... Stop giving me medics! Now for all the backup modules. The Kleinstar? I think it's Kleinstar.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear knowledge the think tank had to share on sciences. Alright, sure.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Just not me.
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I'm surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs. Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace. Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings. It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
I'm referring to the other three people here. But I like to fight.
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight. Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
That's it. Yeah. I don't know. Where are they?
If it isn't the fascinating little lobotomite.
We'll talk to you later, creepy. You speak? Do you understand me? What are you destroying, cat? Yes or no? Yes, no. There is a way you can, like, somewhat repair him. Nah. Maybe the other guy would be more helpful. I think it's Dr. Boris, though.
Have you come for hello? Oh, I'll give you a hello.
There you are.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible. Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco Tech on your arm? It is!
Oh, Pip.
What's your agenda bringing that in here? How dare you bring Robco Tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are? Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years. You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts.
Whose fault is that?
Damn Robco.
Well, you don't need to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do that? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Who's wanting to ask some questions,
Fine.
dude?
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm. This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
The others.
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing. Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
So what do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
I mean, so can I.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around. Yeah, I do. It wasn't always, oh. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept a mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple. Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after collostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
0?
Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0.
Doesn't change it, but alright.
0's my name. I'm proud of it, alright? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Damn it. Fuck it, I'm taking Mentats. Just put a slash to the 0.
What?
0. Slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion.
It's been like 200 years, dude. Come on.
Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out.
Oh, boy.
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in. Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. They make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks.
Not
Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking. You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Totes.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
More of those worthless caps.
I'd have a few left. Yeah, there were a few under the
Alright. 8. You got anything more helpful? Oh, wait, was it? Yeah. There we go. That's a Robco Turnlink protocol. Doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Yay, you can steal parts from him. Huh. Where's Ryan? Tell me you didn't ejaculate into my sonic emitter. I think that is a yes. That's rude. I've been there. Higgs Village, right? Your house is in there. Is emitter code in your house? Yeah. You know. Okay, bye. Hey, Dr. Boris. Are you Boris? There we go.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
You just call me an animal.
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores,
monitors
glands,
are different
all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
Does this dog bowl look familiar?
What? Oh, something familiar about it, yes. Is it a Cazador skull? Always were bowl-shaped. Or were those the Bolians we made? I confess, I am stumped. If you were to draw some other connection between that bowl and a research facility in Big Mountain, I may be of more help.
Yeah, that's enough. Let's talk to creepy-ass Dala. Ooh, we're in the 4-hour mark. Okay.
You
Probably
are
not
an
for one
unusual
stream.
specimen
We'll have to
to so
supplement.
boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
Sure.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish
I'm
or
aware of my tongue in my
extremely
mouth, thanks.
dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
I'm uncomfortable now. Seems you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What? Nonsense. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me.
I don't know what that word means.
I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Of liquid or gas, filter gradually through a porous surface or substance. Oh, alright, that wasn't very helpful.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
That's awfully kind.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly.
Hey, I didn't say yes. Oh shit, I forgot my headphones. The audio's gonna be jacked on this one. God damn it.
Bloop, bloop, burble.
Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there.
I'm disturbed.
Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
That was slightly more disturbing than I remember. I think because I actually understand what she's saying now. Alright, well, hope that's allowed on YouTube.
Whatever for?
Well, you have a thing for it, so...
No, I like teddy bears. Teddy bears come in many sizes. Your size is what intrigues me the most. Some say that teddy bears can't be living, breathing things. They are wrong. They are large biological forms. Breathing, heaving, snarling, coughing. Lobotomites are my teddy bears. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've been down this road already. Moving on.
Very well. Until our next interaction.
Yep, I'm just a little sensitive too, I guess. Alright, on that note, I've had enough of this DLC for a minute. I'll finish up the sync things, and we'll come back in a bit. See you then. Bye.